Yeah, the Donald Tree Obama this flipped his lid because 7 Democrats broke away and joined the Trump agenda. So let's get into the video, shall we?
Disapprove of congressional Democratic leaders. Hello, we're talking about 57% in January of 2026, the second highest disapproval rate for Democratic leaders from their own party on record. It's only beat by what we saw earlier on in this Congress when it was 61%. There's basically been no improvement. Democrats hate their own congressional leaders. These numbers are awful.
I want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. If you try to kill our citizens, we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Look at this clown. What did you expect?
That's common sense. ICE should not be able to storm houses of worship, hospitals, and schools. That's common sense. That relates to protocols that exist for every other law enforcement agency in the country. ICE should have a use of force standard. None currently exists. Under current law, undocumented immigrants are already ineligible for Medicaid, the ACA exchanges, and for SNAP benefits. Not a single undocumented immigrant in this country gets a dime in federal taxpayer dollars for any part of comprehensive Medicaid coverage. Not one. And so when we're talking about nearly 14 million people who are going to be thrown off their health insurance, millions of others who are going to be jammed up by this aggressive cut to SNAP, the largest cut to food assistance in American history, we're talking about American children.
Man, they ought to walk this bastard out of handcuffs.
Everyday Americans. We're talking about Americans.
This is why we hate you politicians, and we hate especially you Democrats, and especially this bum here. All that damn Diddy all on his forehead. Damn. A lot of damn Diddy oil on that forehead. It's a lot of damn Diddy oil on that forehead.
With disabilities. And when it comes to nutritional assistance, we're talking about veterans who have served this country.
Y'all don't care about veterans. Y'all don't care about we the people. You don't care. Stop with the act, sir.
Sacrificed. Risked it all. And they're going to lose access to the food assistance they need to live a life of dignity and respect. Those are the facts.
Dignity and respect.
That's why we're fighting hard.
Y'all ain't fighting. We know who y'all fighting for. Illegals. Criminal, illegal, aliens. We know who y'all heroes is, sir. We know. People know. The people have had enough. We know who y'all are fighting so hard for. Who y'all are defending. Who y'all are protecting. We know.
To stop this GOP tax scam that will hurt everyday Americans dead in its tracks.
Everyday Americans.
Chairman Comer said yesterday on the floor that you had Jeffrey Epstein over for dinner and took money from him back in 2013. This was after he was on the sex offender list. Any comment on that? And will you be holding members accountable, regardless of party affiliation, if there were any misdeeds related to the Epstein file?
Was that a serious question or a serious statement from malignant clown James Comer that I had Jeffrey Epstein over for dinner? That I accepted money from Jeffrey Epstein? What's extraordinary to me about the clown show on the other side of the aisle is that they lie with impunity on things that are objectively verifiable. And why do they do that? It's because for months, Republicans have been burying the Jeffrey Epstein files. Not Democrats.
Bullshit.
Our view continues to be the same. We want to.
Jeffrey came Shut your fucking goddamn dumbass motherfucking mouth up. You're making your whole fucking party look bad, and you're making your whole community look bad. Okay? Y'all had the files for 8 years. Y'all sitting on the Jeff Epstein files for 8 fucking years. You had it when Obama was in office. You had it when Joe Biden was in office. Y'all didn't do shit about it. When Trump got in office, that's when y'all want to start bitching about the Epstein files. Epstein files, release them. When Trump released them, who was on it? All y'all fucking Democrats were on it. Oh shit. Oh. What that gotta tell you right there. Now this dumbass is bitching, moaning, groaning, whining, crying about 7 Democrats are leaving the party. Of course there's gonna be more Democrats leaving the party because they're getting sick of the shit y'all doing. I don't want to help America out. I don't want to do shit for the country. You disgrace the Democrat Party. Everything. Let's read some of the comments, shall we? ICE didn't storm our church, it was rioters. That's true, he's lying. Team Obama dozes description whenever he speaks. Oozes deception whenever he speaks. Put your hands behind your back. What is it with the Democrats' hand signs? Newscom does it too. Yeah, what is it about y'all Democrats? Every time y'all talk, y'all use your hands about... Are y'all Morse coding with each other or something? When it's not a GOP tax scam, it's a Democrat healthcare scam. Let's go. I agree. The hand movement is to distract the truth. Well, that's great news. Having the Dems and MPS losing their mind doesn't help. Jefferson doesn't have a clue. He's a bomb, which is a dumbass too. You'll never get anything you want, period. Fraud is 10 times more in California. We also know that people were given food stamps who don't belong in this country. Can't figure out if Jefferson is stupid or a liar or both. In California, they get everything and citizens and veterans get minimal. He's still directing a band orchestra, but there isn't one. Watch those hands. Walmart had the nerve to say the tariffs are the reason they have to rise the prices. Yet, last quarter of 2025, Walmart profited 600 times. Some $1 billion greed, root of all evil. These talking points are so wrong. Anyone would be tired of them. Our story, Obama, go and put your smarters on. Just going to show you how fucked up the Democrats are. But back to the video, shall we?
Make sure that what the survivors have asked for, which is full and complete transparency in order to bring about accountability, actually happens. And Congress decisively and in a bipartisan way acted yesterday with respect to the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files. That's a victory for the survivors and a victory for the American people. And Donald Trump needs to sign that bill into law.
Well, come to find out, bastard, records exist.
Your ass is on the files too.
Emails exist, all kind of things exist, buddy. All that damn deal on your forehead, you probably forgot.
Well, dumbass Donald Tree Obama, your name was on the list as well for the Jeffrey Epstein. Multiple pages, if I'm not mistaken. Now, one Republican was on there, Perry Bush, or Bush baby was on it. But a bunch of y'all Democrats were on it. Bill Clinton was on a bunch of pages. Obama was on a bunch of pages. Joe Biden. All the Democrat parties were on the pages. Shocker, ain't it? But let's get to the video. I love when the Democrats make a fool of themselves. I just love it. All y'all people out there voting for Democrats, I know y'all fucking sorry about it right now. I know y'all butt hurt. I bet you're going to the doctor crying about what's going on. getting pills to help their depression. Back to the video.
Probably can't remember. So much damn Diddy all on that forehead. Been smearing that Diddy all up on you. Ass got that what's that lobe up here? That memory shot. Oh, that Diddy all been suppressed up there. Yeah. Want to get into this. Hakeem Jeffrey loses when 7 Democrats break away and join Trump agenda. Check it out.
Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Well, Democrat Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is melting down. That's when 7 of his fellow House Democrats broke ranks and threw in lot with a common sense measure to fund the Department of Homeland Security, including all of those ICE operations. But Jeffries had a meltdown, and it was quite disgraceful, and it's really something else. But before we get into the story, please, but since journalism. Now, Hakeem Jeffries is making it out like these ICE law enforcement operations are the second coming of the Third Reich. But he had nothing to say under previous presidents like Joe Biden and Barack Obama.
They never do.
Making me think, maybe he's just playing politics here and that he's really...
Obama had the same rates. Not a peep. Nothing. I'll tell you. Tom Homan was right next to Obama. Obama gave Tom Homan a medal for records to deportations and removals. Tom Homan got a medal. But now it's Trump. Everything's bad. Big bad orange man. Nazis. Fascists. Dictator. White supremacy. Threat to democracy. I tell you. What a time to be alive, man. And this is why I love coming on here and we expose these frauds. We expose these hypocrites. We expose these people for who they are, man. We expose these politicians for what they are, man. A god doggone disgrace. And I'm glad Trump won. You know, because it exposed a lot, man. It really has. You know, it has exposed a whole lot from everything. From every subject, from everything. From the media, from just everything. People have opened their eyes to all this corruption, to just a complete disgrace what is taking place in this country, man. So I'm glad Trump won. Y'all did everything in the book, huh? And it just didn't stick, huh? You know? Even gave the man a mug shot. And to this day, I still don't know what the hell he did. Can somebody please tell me what he did? Well, Rick, he did this. They said he did this. They said somebody with the money funds, the business funds. Somebody was over there sitting in the desk, but Trump was in Mar-a-Lago. So, but we still can't tell you what he did. Get the hell out of here. Get out. I don't want to hear it. I've had enough. Yeah. Hopefully one of them kangaroos out there swing on you. Yeah, take your butt out of here. I don't want to hear it. You see there's kangaroos down the street. Hopefully when you make it down there, one of them kangaroos swing on you.
Misleading people about what's actually going on. Well, there are 7 House Democrats in, apparently precarious positions because they have 2026 midterm elections coming up, and they're not about to act the fool on Hakeem Jeffries' behalf, and they're going to fund the Department of Homeland Security just like it's been funded under previous presidents, and that includes ICE enforcement operations, including some measures that we'll talk about that are being introduced as so-called reforms of these ICE operations. But 7 House Democrats broke ranks with their party to help Republicans pass the funding bill, and that includes immigration enforcement and other ICE enforcement operations. And the DHS passed bill was the floor vote was 2020 to 207 with only one Republican, Thomas Massie of Kentucky, voting against it. So the measure now moves to the Senate, where lawmakers are trying to avoid a shutdown by January 30th. So this DHS measure is part of a $1 trillion spending package composed of 4 spending bills that will fund multiple federal departments, including the Department of War, Education, labor, transportation, and health and human services. And a larger bundle passed with overwhelming bipartisan support, and that was 341 to 88, marking the first time in nearly 3 decades that Congress has completed full-year funding bills without relying on massive omnibus measures or temporary continuing resolutions. However, there were a lot of earmarks in this, and we're going to break that down in a subsequent video, and I hope you check that out too. Well, House Speaker Mike Johnson hailed these votes as a return to regular order. He said we'll be making history this week, having moved 12 appropriation bills through the process, and he said a lot of people thought it would be impossible, but we stuck to it and stuck together. Well, okay, a notch in the belt for Johnson, and I think like some of these measures make sense. However, the earmarks and some other wasteful spending provisions in these bills, well, they should draw some scrutiny. And the overall package, of course, passed with bipartisan colors, but it drew backlash from Democrats who said that the safeguards against ICE so-called misconduct, this is all nonsense, is insufficient. And Jeffries, he absolutely lost it. He said the administration was misusing taxpayer dollars to brutalize U.S. citizens. This is fake news. He's making this up. He cited the recent ICE-involved shooting of Renee Nicole Good, who was obviously obstructing with ICE operations.
I just got reports in just an hour ago of another ICE shooting, in Minneapolis, and I can already tell where they're going to go with this one. You know, and how they're going to once again spin it. Just be ready. We're going to cover that next on today's show.
All you have to do is look at the video. She was told to stop. She backed up, slammed the gas.
In that case, this other case, the guy was resisting and then pulled a firearm. And as y'all know, ICE shot him dead. But we got that coming up, man.
Drove right at an ICE officer, and he shot through the windshield, like proving that she was driving straight at him. And unfortunately, she got killed. But you shouldn't put yourself in that situation when someone in law enforcement tells you to stop. The best thing is just to stop. And, you know, if you disagree with it, then you just fight it out in court and not on the streets, obviously. So, it was a tragic incident, but it's not brutalizing American citizens like Jeffrey said. He went on to claim that Kristi Noem and ICE are out of control. He said taxpayer dollars being used to brutalize the citizens, like I said, and he added this extremism must end. The only extremism is coming from the radical Democratic Party that acts like these immigration law enforcement operations are anything new. They are not. I mean, we all remember the kids in cages issue with the Obama administration. He deported a lot of illegal aliens. I mean, overall, of course, many more came into the country, but he was still using ICE to enforce immigration law that was passed through the Congress. Hakeem Jeffries knows this, and some of these provisions, well, they should help allay concerns because they're going to be wearing body cams like the kind we saw up in Minneapolis with Renee Good that essentially proved that she drove right at an ICE agent, and apparently that's behavior that is perfectly fine and acceptable with the likes of radical Democrats like Hakeem Jeffries, who apparently care nothing about our federal law enforcement. Well, most American citizens with common sense support our brave law enforcement operations out there. They support a country with borders just like every other country on earth. I mean, go ahead and try to show up in China and use their welfare system and see how that works out for you. I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly. Just like most other countries on earth, you don't just show up illegally and expect the country, the host providers, to set you up with free education, free health care, all sorts of free social services, as if you had been living there your whole life and your family had been contributing to society, especially with no sort of expectations of assimilation into the broader culture. I mean, you could be from anywhere in the world. You could be from Africa. You could be, you know, a fundamentalist Islamist. You can be, you know, a communist from China. And apparently this is all fine for Democrats who don't care about America, who don't care about preserving our country, our culture, or our institutions. So it's time that we get a major wake-up call because the Democratic Party is facilitating the slow destruction of the United States, and that's through blowing trillions of dollars in debt spending that we don't have, And we need to deport these illegal aliens, and the money that we spend on that, we will save that later, because these social services, this welfare state, this Cloward Piven strategy that the radical Democrats have put into place, it will break us, and it will ruin the future of ourselves and our children. And we owe it to them to maintain a free society, to be responsible with our government spending, to preserve our liberties in our country and our constitutional system of limited government. We need to preserve all of these things if we're going to be the America that we grew up in and that we are proud of. And Hakeem Jeffries and the rest of his Democratic cohorts, they could care less about it. They just want to spend money and build power and kick it back to their corrupt allies. And enough is enough. So the Trump administration is more than justified to enforce the law that was passed through Congress and enforced by previous presidents. And all of this screaming and yelling and caterwauling by